Hey, what's going on, family? Welcome to the Monday night live stream. I'm looking at the clock because I am a little late. Um, Before we get started, actually, let me bring her to the forefront right now. I'm Sir Ashley, one of your co-hosts for the Monday night live streams. Ambernique, say hello, Prince.
Hello,
All
hello,
right.
people.
Yeah. Before we get started, I want to just offer prayers to the Carolinas. Definitely the western part, Asheville, Buncombe County. They got hit the hardest, so that I'm aware. I know other parts of the country, what Indianapolis and all that got hit hard as well, but definitely sending prayers to Asheville and Lake Lore. We have, Sheila, right?
Who's Sheila?
Our agent in our office.
No, I don't know Sheila.
Yeah, she has her family is actually from that area, so I've been praying for her family, and my old Bick, Craig Doherty, definitely praying for his family as well. Uh, from that area, uh, it looks almost medieval. The fact that there's what no cell phone service, Wi-Fi, anything like that is absolutely catastrophic. So I know we had some people in the office gathered some things, trying to arrange for things to go over and be sent that way. So definitely prayers going out to them. And we want to talk about that and how obviously we have to bring it back to housing and just what that means for the rest of us and different things on why what we have been seeing as far as insurance increases, how that is coming into fruition right now. This isn't this didn't just happen all of a sudden. This was expected. Not in Asheville, but in parts of the country, this was expected. So I just want to just obviously advise, educate, and just how we can plan moving forward. I don't want this to be a somber stream, but I do want it to be a something just a realistic one, right? All of ours is try to be realistic, let you know what's happening in the market, what to expect, what's going on, but also this one just hits so close to home. I mean, here in the Charlotte area, we had some damage. Where I am in the Fort Mill, TK area, literally a mile away. We're right by the Catawba Dam. We had severe flooding, trees down, people without power for the last few days on both sides of the state, North Carolina and South Carolina, in the Palisades and here in Fort Mill and TK. So it definitely hit home. How did it impact in your area?
So in my area, we lost power.
Hmm.
Um, but where I was directly, we didn't lose power. We just lost Wi-Fi, so internet service, cable, things like that. So we were very blessed. There were some
Hmm.
down trees, but nothing major. So I can just, my prayers are with them because I thought that, man, I'm going crazy with no Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So for them to be locked in, no way out, or
Hmm.
knowing when you can be out,
Yeah.
no power. So it's just, it's a lot. Mentally, it's a lot. In the house with
It's
kids, just it's a lot.
yeah, definitely a lot. Crystal lost power in Gastonia for most of Friday. Yeah. Um, I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad to hear that you're safe. Crystal, one, I owe you two texts. Actually, I'll do it before this live stream is over with. I owe you two texts, Crystal. So I'll reach out. Eddie, what's going on, Eddie? Thank you for rocking with us. Um, Eddie lives in Louisiana. I won't tell you exact city. Lives in Louisiana, so he's familiar with. Were you in Louisiana during Katrina, Eddie? Were you in that area? While we're waiting for people to come in, please put in the chat where you're from, where you're watching from tonight, um, and if you've ever experienced any severe weather, flooding, tornado. Uh, it's something that is fairly new to this region. While we get scares of it, reason why people gravitate to the Charlotte region and even further west is because it's far enough from the coast to where we don't necessarily typically have to worry about um, severe weather in this sense. Now, you're from the Charleston area. You are a little bit more, I don't want to say you're ever prepared, but this isn't the first time I'm imagining you've dealt with flooding or severe weather.
Yes, so I grew up with it. And then when I was younger, we used to walk to school in flood, but now they'll cancel school if it's flooded.
I'm not even gonna lie. I was so last Wednesday, I think I might have called you or texted you. We got a call from Fort Mill School District
Hmm.
saying schools canceled on Friday. And I was like, what the F is this? We're canceling school 2 days early. This is
Hmm.
why our children are so soft now. That was my that was my thought. And the thought was, like the call said, we're canceling school 2 days early because of winds. And I'm like, we're not even done with Wednesday. Um, but I totally get it now. I'm glad they listened. While it didn't impact her school, my daughter's schools, but other schools in the area would have been definitely was impacted. So I definitely understand it. Eddie says, unfortunately, we know all too well. Moved to Louisiana the year after Katrina. Wow. So all the floods in 2016 all around you. I can't imagine that. I really can't imagine that. So my question, Eddie, is this is something that's fairly new to this area, and you too, Emranique, is when we lost it for a second, but when this happens, when flooding occurs, what really goes through the homeowner's mind? Is it um, do you automatically say we're going to rebuild, we're going to stay where we are, or are you thinking of relocating? So I know I had some friends during Katrina. I was in actually undergrad, and I had some friends that is from New Orleans, and they ended up relocating to Houston and never moved back to New Orleans. Um, I'm just wondering what people's mindset is as far as do they like, no, we're going to rebuild, or they're going to start fresh somewhere else.
For me,
Hmm.
I haven't experienced where I've had a flood out, but just, looking from the outside of Katrina, I would have left the area.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And then I was in with New Orleans earlier this year. You didn't come. You didn't come. You were told to come for multiple times. You didn't come. But
I'll be there next year.
all right, all right. I don't even know where it's at. It's actually in LA next year. Um, but seeing that area and how it is, I just could imagine and envision it during that time and how things have been built back up. But it could be gone just like that again, just based on where it's at, its topography and geography. It's kind of scary. So we wanted to hold on, Eddie. During Katrina, a lot of people didn't have a choice. Um, People during the floods, people rebuilt. I understand. Um, Wanted to touch on just what this means for the housing market and different things we're seeing in the housing market because we've been talking about insurance premiums going up and about articles and everything like that, and how that's going to impact home ownership and home affordability. I know we all seen those videos on TikTok and everything where somebody talks about, man, my mortgage went up $1,000. It might be extreme, but $1,000 every month, and they like nobody told me about this. Well, I know we talked on it in other streams. Your mortgage consists of four things, right? Principal, interest, taxes, and insurance.
Mhm.
And even though you may have a fixed 30-year fixed rate mortgage, the taxes and insurance are variables that can change. And I can say, man, this past year, uh, my mortgage went up about $250. Now, with that said, you can go back and shop interest rates, and my mortgage went up because of taxes, property values went up. So, man, this is a gift and a curse, right? And then insurance also went up as well. Now, you can always shop insurance. Don't just take what's given, and you can try to get that lower. But just know that, yes, you may sign up for a 30-year fix, but you do have that variable. And please don't think, excuse me, that if you're a renter, you don't have to pay that. You better believe that as soon as it's time to renew or re-up, the landlord is going to impart those costs onto you. They're going to increase it because why would they pay for you to live in their home? Right? It only makes sense for them to increase the rent. And Eddie right here is his premium has doubled in the last 2 years. We used to pay 1,800, and now we're close to 5,000. And I have a chart here. Let me see if I can pull that up right now.
But that's so crazy. But also, all of that comes down to getting the proper education
Mm-hmm.
before, before you buy, during the buying process. So that's why who you work with matters, because you should know and be educated on the four parts that make up your mortgage payment, and the two that can vary, so that you're not shocked and surprised, and online, crying your hearts out, or saying different things that you didn't know.
Most definitely. So the chart I have right now come from Resi Club. He put it in the data wrapper. Lance Lambert, he's one of my go-to for real estate because he's a nerd. I would say like myself, but he takes it to a whole nother level where he just likes to look at the data and everything. So we talk about the percentage of housing properties identified as at risk for insurance correction due to wind. Now they have one for flood, but this is just wind. And here, let's look right here. Well, we have New Orleans right here. I mean, Louisiana right here. Where are we at here? It shows my geography is off. I don't even know what county. Where is it?
What you looking for?
There you go. The county New Orleans is in. It's weird. I know these names of these areas because I follow my boy playing basketball in that area. But we see that insurance correction has gone up 100%, doubled, right, in this area of Louisiana. And we see Florida, all of Florida insurance costs has gone up drastically, has more than doubled, 100%. And so when you see a lot of homes sitting on the market in Florida, it's because an inventory building up and you see price declines is because they have to compensate for the insurance going up. So insurance goes up, that means you have to lower the price to make that house affordable or make it more attractive, especially if there's multiple homes on the market. And then in the Carolinas, here we have Charleston County in South Carolina. Insurance just for wind has gone up over almost 99, almost 100%. Dorchester County, I really like Dorchester County, 91%. Orangeburg, 95. Richland. Now, Richland is what? Is that Columbia?
Yes.
Yep. Went up almost 11% due to wind. And here we are in North Carolina, Onslow, which is right by Pender. New Hanover is where Wilmington is, and this is the suburbs of Wilmington, Brunswick County, over 100%, 99, 100%. So,
How do you think we'll be affected in Mecklenburg?
well,
Your
yeah.
gas.
So the crazy thing is, thank you. It's actually a parish. That's why it's not a county. That is correct. Yeah, I do have parish. I forgot the whole French in Louisiana. But the crazy thing is, I remember reading an article in January, February, and I presented it to everybody on the channel to where this area, they're predicting insurance premiums to go up. Well, it's proposed, the proposal got knocked down, but to go up about 30 to 40%. So that got knocked down. So I think it's most likely to go up anywhere 20 to 30%. Now that will have a huge impact on people. Well, one, everyone, you're 20, 30%. That is, yeah, that's going to make a difference, but definitely people on a fixed income. That's one of those things that we don't really think of, the elderly or just people on a fixed income where they have their routine. So when you have property taxes going up and insurance premiums skyrocketing, not to the same extent as over by the coast, that puts these individuals in severe risk. Eddie says rates are going to go up because they will move the flood zones due to 100-year flood zone. Yeah, I believe so. I have to agree. Everyone will have to start getting flood insurance. Um, now,
Well,
I didn't
my
start.
insurance goes up too high. I'll just take it off, and then when they tell me a storm coming, I'll add it back on. I'll just like.
Um, so I didn't start the stream off like I typically do. I was too busy. I was thinking about Asheville and those people out there. But if you have any questions regarding the housing market, this is what we talk about. We talk about real estate, the housing market, life in the Carolinas, and just nationally what's happening, what we're seeing, and how to navigate those waters. Yes, we're both licensed real estate professionals in the Carolinas, and yes, we would love for you to use us. However, please take this information and vet it. And if it's not pertinent or valuable to you, share it with others. Maybe it'll be valuable for them on their home buying journey or home selling journey, or maybe they're thinking about investing. We have opportunities for all of that. Emily, you had some very unique opportunities as far as a duplex you were telling me about last week. Did you get those sold?
So no. So I did not get a buyer for the duplexes, but I did go out and I did a quick walkthrough on live in them. It was about to rain. It was dark outside and utilities wasn't on just yet. So when utilities are on, I'm going to go back through and actually I'm going to hit every duplex that's available in the area.
Okay, very nice. So duplexes are just an easy way to, one, lower your own housing costs when you buy them, and to future proof whatever may happen in your life, right? Because most of our biggest expense is housing. So if you're telling me I can buy a house and have somebody else not living in my house but living in the next unit help pay for a large portion, if not all, of my mortgage, that frees you up to do other things, whether it be invest in other real estate, plan properly for other investments in stocks and whatnot. It just frees up that capital. So one thing I love about it is that it's so rare in the Carolinas. Up north where I'm from, duplexes is just a thing. I lived in duplexes pretty much my whole life.
Yeah.
That's just common, but not down here. It's very rare. You do see some in Charlotte, but they don't really, one, they're overpriced if they hit the market. Two, they typically do not hit the market because those investors got them 5, 10, probably 10, 15 years ago, and they're not letting go of them. They're cash cows.
But right now,
Mhm.
due to rates being elevated,
Mhm.
there are some new construction, duplexes that people aren't taking advantage of. One, I think that they're letting the rates scare them, and there's so many different options where you could rent the other side out as a whole. But in the area with the transportation that's available, and just we have so many different professionals, you can rent them out by the room. So there's so many ways to capitalize off a duplex, especially if you're a first time homeowner. And I went over this on my live. You can use the 3.5% FHA because I did find some that were within the FHA limits. You can get the North Carolina Housing Finance, which is $15,000 down.
Yeah.
You're coming less out of pocket with that down payment assistance. And you can just run a big play, being a first time homeowner, become a
Did
landlord.
you say run a big play?
Yeah.
You taking my words? You taking my words? I'm always talking about running a play or having a playbook. All right, I got you. Okay, all right. So you know you're having an impact when they start stealing your words. They start stealing your vocabulary.
Cat it out.
Nice. All right, all right. So I'm sorry,
But
my
no,
fault, my fault.
but no, seriously, like there's so many opportunities. I just
Mhm,
really, just try to stress to people to tap in, hone in before it's too late. You have everything at your fingertips.
mhm.
Like right now, don't be afraid. Don't allow interest rates to scare you because when it comes down and you don't have, funds, saved up to outbid others or to compete, you're going to lose out when now is your time to shine.
Speaking of, so hold on. I always do this. I added it, but I didn't add it to the stream. It talks about here's what the rate cut, Fed rate cut means for the housing market in 2025. Now, this came out just earlier today, and just as it's going to one, housing affordability has gone down for the first time since 2020. Housing affordability. Now, I'm not here to shout from the mountaintops that housing is affordable for all. I am saying that it has become more affordable recently for the first time since 2020. And what we've seen with that is a lot more people getting pre-approved with mortgages for their mortgage and a lot more people going under contract. I just saw a video from Altos Research earlier today going over that data. And one thing I love about Altos Research is it looks at what's happening presently. A lot of real estate data looks back a month, 2 months. Case Shiller, they are the tried and true barometer of the housing market. But when you get that data, it's already 3 months old, two months old. So it doesn't really help you presently. It's looking in the rearview mirror. But the Altos research is looking at what's happening on the ground right now. And on the ground right now is more people getting pre-approved and um, more people refinancing. So they're taking advantage. Homeowners are also taking advantage of that equity right now because of that drop in rates. Now, I know we've seen more people coming to the housing market recently. How many people were you out with this weekend?
I was out with three families this weekend, and this month alone, what did I get? 10 pre-approved buyers. So like it's really picking up. Um, and I want, people to definitely know the more people that come
Oh,
to the market.
real quick.
Okay.
She says she's got 10 pre-approved buyers this past month. I'm gonna give her her flowers. She may know this. She is a co-winner for a challenge we had in the office.
What does that mean?
It means there's a tie, or at least I'm calling it a tie.
A tie between what?
Tie between the points.
What's the other points?
We'll talk about it. It was a
Oh,
tie,
you
and
brought it up. We can talk about it now.
she has done excellent and done amazing. I had a challenge going on with the agents in the office, and she is just you see her. She's dedicated to her clients and her craft, like very few that I know. And my hat goes off to you, Ambernique. Thank you.
Let's discuss the cold situation.
We can do that tomorrow.
Y'all see how you do me?
We can do that tomorrow. We can do that tomorrow. Jocelyn saying congratulations. Go ahead,
Hey,
Queen.
Lady J
Yeah, yeah.
and Eddie.
Thank
Eddie,
you, Eddie. I appreciate it. Thank you.
no,
Thank you.
no, don't hype my baby.
Why are we hating? Why are we hating?
Mm.
So we're seeing right now that there are more in this area right now, that there's more buyers coming to the market. And so not only do we talk to buyers, we also talk to a lot of builders. And I will say this, I would like to um, be thankful for an opportunity right now. If you're looking for new construction in the area, I so I don't know if I sound like you when I say it, but I hear myself sounding like you when I say it. But there's a lot of new construction in the area, and um, been fortunate enough to be approached by one of the builders to sell their new construction homes. That just shows that one, I surround myself with excellent people, that they see the impact that we have on the Charlotte area and the Carolinas, because they could have chose. There's 1,100 brokerages in the region we're in right now, and they chose I want to say me, but they chose our brokerage to represent them in the sale of their new construction homes. Not only do they have their own sales reps, but they see again the impact that we have, and I couldn't do it without you all and my team and just everyone that surrounds me that keeps me honest. Because what was it this weekend you cursed me out for forgetting something? So yeah, keeping me honest and keeping me on my toes. So I appreciate y'all. But new construction right now, I say that to say I get to see behind the scenes as far as what's happening and what they have planned. One, there will be more inventory coming, but two, right now they're offering deals that will not be, and I'm telling you this behind the scenes. I'm not guessing. I'm telling you because I'm in these meetings with them, planning and strategizing, because I'm going to be selling the homes that they're not going to be offering in the future. Right now, you can get new construction with an interest rate in the twos. Now, it's not 2 years, not in the twos for 30 years, but 2.875, 3.875, and then for years 27 through 30, 4.875. Or you can get with the community, one of the communities that I'm selling, you can get a 4.5% interest rate for 30 years fixed with closing costs up to 7,500, in some cases $10,000 closing costs, in addition to a move-in package, washer, dryer, blinds. I'm not sure if you all shop for blinds for a home. That's a good $4,000 right there. So there's opportunities right now that I believe everyone should take advantage of, and do not wait on the sideline, because when more people come in to play, get pre-approved and everything, the builders realize that, well, we have the pick of the litter, we have the inventory, we don't need to offer as many incentives.
Correct.
So even though interest rates may come down, right, they're not going to come down to the twos or the threes. And even if they come down in this, what they're in the sixes right now, let's say they come down to 5.5. I just said I have a builder offering 4.5 for 30 years. So it's just one of those things that I see behind the curtain, and I don't want somebody that could buy a home and lock in this price right now to miss out on their opportunity and to take advantage of these incentives that's being offered right now.
And not only that, so I went to a builder, new construction, in Monroe. When I
Oh,
told you these homes are absolutely beautiful,
yeah.
they haven't sold anything in the community yet. So they're about to do a grand opening. They have 8 homes ready to go. And it's rare. I had a VP reach out to me, like, let's make a deal. So I need you guys to understand
Put
your
it in the
tribe.
private chat. Which builder this is? Private
Ha,
chat. Private chat.
yeah. I can't be put my connects out to you. Mm-mm.
I'll give you all of my connects. Don't do that.
I just went.
I got you. I got you.
But yeah, no. So like it's amazing. So it's so many opportunities. Understand that buyers, you guys are the prize right now. Sellers not the prize. You are the prize. You can really we can go make our own deals. So and make it worth your while to make it where it works for you and you get the home, that you want, that you can be comfortable with.
Yeah.
So
Um, Eden, North Carolina, Ambernique. You know where Eden is?
what I've heard of Eden.
I've heard of Eden too. Hold on. Eden and C.
I feel like
Rockingham. I used to drive on the way to Fayetteville.
okay. I was
On the
about to
way
say I
to
know I've
Fayetteville.
seen it before.
Yeah. Okay. No, we can we have people in Fayetteville and in that area. Reach out to us. We can definitely help. There is, hold on, let me see, Jot forms. Trying to see if we have the Empower 50.
I didn't know Tabitha Brown was from Eden. You talking about Target Tabitha, right? Jenny?
Tabitha Brown, yeah. It's only one Tabitha Brown.
That is not only one Tabitha Brown.
There's only one Tabitha Brown that she would mention, right? Um, so yeah, I just put in the chat the registration for Empower 50. We are helping at least 50 families, investors, buy, sell. From actually, we started about a month and a half ago to the end of the year, and we're also having something coming up October 26th.
Yes. So it was going to be 1019, but it's going to be 1026 where we are bringing our builder partners who has inventory, who we know have great deals, interest rates, good floor plans that people want. So it's going to be our home before the holiday seminar. So it's going to be on October 26th from 10 to 2. We are bringing who are
We're
we gonna
bringing our
bring?
kids. That's what we're bringing.
So we're bringing kids. It's kid friendly,
Yeah, yeah.
but we're also partnering with an inspector that we work with. So everyone who attends this event, they're going to get a discounted home inspection. Um, the lender will waive appraisal fee, so you're getting a free appraisal. So just bring you can get pre-approved on site.
Hmm.
It's just amazing.
No, and I've been saying this for a while. The OGs of the channel know this. Is that I believe the deals of the century is what I call them happen in this time, October, November, December, because people that have homes for sale during that time are motivated to move it.
That's right.
So during this time right now, where you said earlier that you can create your own deal, create the offer, and do all that, that is what I love, because you don't have to just settle. When if you wait till January, whoa, actually I had a in-depth conversation just yesterday with two builders, and both of them two different companies, but talking about this January is looking, just based on the numbers, and they can see behind the scenes analytics, is looking like it's going to be more of a boom than last January. And last January, people just came out of the woodwork. Floodgates open to where people were getting pre-approved, going under contract, and prices shot up during that time. So go ahead.
I know I
Yeah.
got a message because this just popped into my head.
Message.
Listen, self-employed people, my self-employed individuals, don't go fuck up y'all taxes. I'm sorry. So this is the time. It's almost tax season. So right now is when you need to get with, for one, a knowledgeable real estate professional, a lender, before you do your taxes. So that way, because if you want to buy a home, you cannot write off everything under the sun.
Oh Jesus. Oh man. I had a client, self-employed, just recently. She ended up not being a client because we couldn't do anything, because this is where I was just frustrated with my other real estate professionals in the industry. She was moving to the Charlotte area. Actually, she moved to the Charlotte area, but she was moving, and she said she's been looking at buying a home for the last 2 years, coming from the DMV, and she was looking up there, but she really literally writes off everything. And in my mind, I was like, good, but that doesn't help you trying to buy a home. And the fact that you said you've been trying to do this for the last couple of years and talking to professionals, and nobody advised you or educated you. Now here I am. You're about to make this move to Charlotte. Sound like I'm the bad guy.
But to add on to that,
Yeah.
there are untraditional ways to purchase a home
Yeah.
if you write things off, but you have to have the down payment, you have to have savings. So you got to have the money. So there's ways to get around it. Yes,
Mhm.
you may see those videos on YouTube, TikTok, IG, those little snippets of people telling you, oh, you can do untraditional things. Yes, you can, but money talks.
Now, with that said, I love the untraditional things. Like how I like working with investors. Let's get untraditional, but you have to have something, and that something is either great credit, showing you make a lot of income, or just a lot of liquid funds. Right? You got to have come to the table with something. You can't have great credit, but then you're not showing any income, like any income. Right? You need to bring something to the table. But then even if you're not showing any income, what do you have liquid? Do you have 50 to 100,000 ready to fork it, depending on the purchase price, obviously, but ready to put down to show that you are serious about this home?
Yeah, I say it all the time. You need three things to buy a home: credit, assets, and income. We can work with two, but we can't work with you if you jack up all around the board.
Yeah. Crystal says, don't sleep on the cost of blinds. You said had a stack of moving. See, I'm laughing because I read it. Let me read it for everybody else. Had a stacking moving boxes in front of windows to avoid giving the neighbors a show. Could not get blinds quick enough. I'm laughing because I can picture her husband moving the blinds. I mean, moving the boxes in front of the windows. So
This
yeah,
was me. This was me. I didn't have any. How long did it take me to get blinds?
I don't know.
I can't remember because they came out and measured. Y'all, I'm not handy at all. Could
I'm
not
not
figure
saying
out how to put blinds up, so I
mm-mm.
had to order them, and it took forever. And you could tell me my neighbors was watching me.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. All right. Hold on. There was a couple other things I wanted to touch on. Let's talk about real quick. Uh, as different parts of the country suffers these severe. Now, granted, we just got into like hurricane season is not over. I saw something predicted coming. It's another one's right around the corner. Um, this is me thinking ahead. I might be overthinking it. But as you see these areas of the country get damaged and ravaged by floods, that's why I mentioned it earlier. Like, what do people do? Do they leave? Do they try to rebuild? Um, you're going to see people migrating to areas of the country, a la Charlotte, um, that typically does not get severe weather. And even when you do get severe weather, it's minor compared to surrounding the Charlotte region. And that influx of people, that migration of people, is going to cause prices to go up. So it's just one of those things. Not only are you dealing with insurance costs, you're dealing with the migration of people coming to the area. And even though home affordability has come down for the first time since 2020, there's this article, and I will pull it up, saying, please don't get it twisted. Home prices are still going up. So it's not that home prices have come down that allowed for home pricing to be more affordable. It is because the interest rates and the fact that there's a disproportionate number of homes that are new construction right now, and they're giving incentives to cause the interest rate to the mortgage payment to be even more affordable than it would if you got a 6.2, 6.3% interest rate.
And then reason being, because I had someone just ask me a question in regards to, why are they discounting the new construction homes? So when interest rates started to rise, the builders did not stop building. So they have inventory homes. So the inventory homes that needs to sell that they have, that's why there's such great deals.
Yeah. So with new construction, what you will see is the deals come for homes that are completed already. They don't lower prices or anything like that for homes that aren't complete. So it's one of those things that if the home is completed and sitting, they're motivated to sell it because then they're just paying interest and paying money on a home that is ready to go. Now, if the home is, not completed, then you typically won't see any deals or any price cuts on those.
Why you don't got your articles ready? Just asking.
I was worried about you. I thought you got, you know, caught up in the storm or got in an accident. So I didn't have everything ready because somebody was late. Um, with that said, this week while I pull it up was a crazy week. Not only did we have obviously the hurricane, uh, one of I call him a big brother of mine, Dikembe Mutombo passed away today. Georgetown Hoya legend, Hoya Saxa,
That a boxer?
basketball player. He played center for the Atlanta Hawks and the Sixers in the '90s and early 2000s. But he's a Georgetown basketball alum like myself, and I got to know him and his family. His son Ryan actually went to Georgetown as well for 3 years. He passed away from brain cancer today. Um,
I forgot you play basketball. I forgot even less short people play basketball.
See, I wanted to give you the finger right now, but I'm not trying to have this video taken down. So that's my brother. I wanted to condolences and I'm planning on seeing his family in the coming days. So yeah, him and I got in a car wreck earlier or last week. Um, Everybody's safe. Felt a little pain, bruises and such. Car is not sure what's happening with the car. They lost my car for a second. Um, it's been found, but yeah, the other passenger for the other vehicle, driver and passenger for the other vehicle, again, they had a little bit more severe bruising than myself, but no serious injuries. Their car took a brunt as well, took a beating, and I think theirs is completely totaled. So yeah, it's been a hectic week. I know we'll continue praying for you all. Pray for us. We're human. We go through challenges like you all. So if you've reached out in the past week, I'm not gonna say I didn't reach back out, but give me some grace. I'm getting back on track right now. Getting back on track.
So definitely prayers to your friend and
Yes.
family.
Thank you. Um, and we knew he was suffering for a little time now, and this is the time that we all get a chance to just get to see all of our brothers, our Georgetown brothers. So it'll be nice to see him, even though it is um, under these circumstances. 1 second, I'm pulling it up.
These must be deep down in your files.
No, I'm over here. Well, one, if you saw my computer screen right now, I have like 20 windows open. Don't judge me. It's just because I can't close them all. I just can't close them because I've
You know,
never.
one of my favorite songs by Rod Wave. Stay ready, so you don't got to get ready. Okay.
Did he write that song or did he steal that song as well? Did he write that song or is that like a remake that he didn't give credit to anybody? From like,
Be ready. That don't have anything to do with me. Be ready.
all
Stay
right.
ready.
Um,
So while we're waiting for Sir Ashley to anybody have any questions, any concerns, let us know how your week was.
where is
Okay.
this article? I'm about to hide my.
For those of you looking for cheap homeowners insurance, try Ken Insurance. You can also Google and check out their reviews under 800 new construction a year. Thank you, Shakima. I'll definitely check them out. Um, Let me know in the chat. Have you worked with them personally? Are you affiliated in any type of way? Not doesn't make a difference, but I do want to reach out because I do like to have vendors for my clients to reach out to. So that was great. Thank you. Anybody else have any question? Oh, Elizabeth, if you're talking about the insurance company, she says it's called Kin Insurance. I'm actually going to look them up right now. Let's see. And for anybody who's in the Charlotte and surrounding areas, we are having a 1 year anniversary on October 5th at Sky Terrace Rooftop. We would love for you to come out, even if you haven't closed anything with us, just come out and celebrate.
Now you do know people had the RSVP by now, right?
That's okay. Just tell me you my guest. Pull up. I show up and inviting people.
You sure? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna take it like before that commission check gets dispersed. I'm gonna take some funds out for these
Pull
guests
up. Come on. Pull up.
Here we go.
Hold on 1 second. What happened to the TV winner?
That is we got to get them in the office. We haven't scheduled everything.
You haven't scheduled it?
We haven't scheduled them.
Who's we?
Oh, now we're not French now.
I'm an on-time God. Yes, you do. Hallelujah.
Yeah, no, we'll get them in here. This month I'm not going anywhere. October is a month where I'm staying. Well, that's a lie. Middle of October I'm leaving, but I'll be back. It's only for a couple days. It is October 5th, Skyline Terrace, uptown, right outside of Uptown Charlotte.
Yeah, put the Eventbrite link.
I don't have it.
Oh, I got it. Let me send it to you.
All right. So I have this article right here where it says the forecast for 2024 and 2025. It says home prices posted a 5.4% annual gain. So again, do not think that home prices are coming down. And if mortgage rates go down, which they have been going down, they're trending down, and the Fed is predicted they're going to cut at least one more time this year. And now, grant, that doesn't necessarily mean that the mortgage rates, the federal fund rates is cut, doesn't mean the mortgage rates will come down, but probability is it will come down. And that means more people will be able to afford homes, bringing what we've seen recently, past week, 2 weeks, more people getting pre-approved and shopping, and we have more competition in the market that drives the pricing up. Here we go. It says, despite more leverage, buyers are still going to face a competitive market well into 2025 in most markets across the United States. Supply, while increasing, is still low by historical standards. And there are few signs indicating a major drop in home prices. Now, there are certain areas of the country where you will see home prices decrease, and I can pull those up in a second. I was actually just looking at that. You have KB Homes, one of the larger home builders in the nation, saying that they're cutting home prices in Austin, San Antonio, Orlando, and Jacksonville. Those areas are just seeing an influx in inventory. And you have to look at migration patterns of those cities. Is it bringing people in, or are more people leaving that area? Sorry, I'm going to Charlotte. Active inventory shift in America's 50 largest metros. 5 years ago, we have 16% less houses than we did 5 years ago. We have, as of 1 year ago, we have 62 more percent homes than we had last year, which is a good thing. You can't really see it. Let me zoom in.
I'm glad you see me over here squinching. What?
Here we go. Can you see it?
Yeah, now I can.
All right. So, which is a good thing. So pricing here in the Charlotte area, while it has gone up, it hasn't had that drastic shift up like it did, 2021, 2022, and even beginning parts of 2023, because there's more inventory. Now, if we get more people coming into the area, which I have a video coming out talking about Amazon workers and tech workers coming to the Charlotte area. Um, that's going to drive pricing up because one, they have the income to be able to afford the homes, and then two, it's just more people coming to the area.
Please don't talk about Amazon.
Why? What's up?
You saw they changed the rules when you return items that
No, you
you.
can't. Where you cannot return that item you wore, Ambernique.
I would never.
You can't return that item. We don't
I
want that.
I would never do that. Oh, it's on. I don't think it's on Warn Things. I think it's at their discretion if they're going to give you a refund or not.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that at all.
Yeah, they're changing it.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to look into that. Ambernique put in the Eventbrite. So, Crystal, come on out. Everyone, come on out. David, come on out this weekend. Uh, and how would this affect appreciation? Hold on. I think I'm missing the first part of the question. David, what's the question? As far as what will affect appreciation? Sorry. Why does it seem like more apartment and townhomes are being built than single family homes? Is it easier for them to get permits? Great question. One, townhouses are just cheaper to make from a construction background because you're sharing walls, to where with a house, all the walls are for one unit. With the townhouse, you have one wall and it's shared by two units, thus cutting the cost in building, right? And you get to put, while you may not be able to charge, actually, I've seen townhouses go for prices of single family homes, but while typically you're not able to charge as much for a townhome, you're able to put more townhomes in a certain area, thus making more money because of the density in which you're having the townhomes.
And then to add on to that, you they have to account for the flux of people that are coming in, and it's just a life cycle. Everyone does not desire to be a homeowner. So some people want to rent. So those people who are, coming to the area, they have to have somewhere to go as well.
Yeah,
It's a cycle of life. Everyone does not desire to be a homeowner, so they would rent. So, we have to have some place for those people to go.
most definitely. No, definitely catch the next event. This event right here, wow, it's been planned for a couple of weeks now. This actually was supposed to take place this summer, but some things came up because that's when the year anniversary really came. But we're glad to have it. I'm glad that it's happening in the fall because last summer when it happened outside, anybody that was present knew that I sweat standing still, and it was out in the middle of summer with a suit on, and I was soaked. It was nasty. It was nasty. Um, so I'm glad it's gonna be cooler, and that night it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be
What's
nice.
the dress code for this event? Is there a dress code?
Um, I was gonna say sexy, but you might take that a little too far. I'm wearing a suit with a t-shirt.
Why are you always coming for me?
And no, because you may try to wear that outfit you're trying to return to Amazon. That's why. That's why. Um, so yeah, no, I'm wearing a suit and with a t-shirt. Not, I mean,
No, I do.
professional but casual, business
I got a
casual,
nice dress. I got a nice dress.
business casual. Um,
This is casual.
I mean, you can come with a polo. I mean, it's gonna be, you're not gonna get kicked out. I mean, I'm aware. Yeah, we're not gonna get kicked out. But there will be what photographers, videographers, and stuff there will be documented. So you want to look nice because it's gonna be rememberable night.
Sexy
Memorable night.
casual. Okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
Um, where else? Sorry, I'm looking at other areas. You have Raleigh, Cary. We have 49% more inventory than we did last year this time, 22% um, than 5 years ago. And here we got where you see price increases: Austin, Round Rock, San Antonio, Just more inventory. You have more inventory, so that's why when you have more inventory, prices tend to come down. And new construction homes, builders have that luxury to be able to lower prices because they have those margins already built in. Any other questions, any comments, concerns regarding the housing market right now? I saw, what did I see?
What did you see? I need you to listen. These homes in Monroe are so nice. The loft is crazy.
I think I know which floor plan you're talking about.
Oh my God, it is crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So this happened what 2 weeks ago. Came out. Hold on, let me see if I can make it larger. Talks about sales in the Charlotte region. In the 16 county Charlotte region, they fell 8.3% year over year, with slightly more than 37 homes sold during that month of August. Now, this is something I need you. This is what when I read this, this is what I hear when I'm going through this, and I want to just impart this to you buyers out there: is that if sales dropped in August, that means builders and motivated home sellers see this and know this as well. So you're able to do what Ambernique said is you're like, oh, well, if sales drop, there's not as many buyers out right now. Let me take advantage of that and create an amazing deal for myself. But that means if we look at it, sales drop. So that means homes that went under contract in June or July. But as we go forward, it says pending contracts rose by 8.7% year over year in August. So as the interest rate, we saw interest rates coming down in August. We saw that more people went under contract in August. Pending home sales went up 8.7%. So again, they heeded what we've been talking about and going under contract and taking advantage of it. And you don't want, which one thing you don't want to do is be late to that train. You don't want to be like, oh, it's November, let me get something under contract when the best deals happened last week of September, first week of October. Where we at? Contract activity and buyer demand was steady in July, down 1.7% month over month. And that's to be expected. Interest rates and all that right there. Showing activity throughout the Charlotte MSA was down 23% compared to the showing activity in August 2023. Now, that's actually, I was surprised when I saw that because interest rates right now are typically lower than they were in August 2023. So the fact that showings are down could be one of two things to me. Is one, people just have fatigue. Two, people are doing something that I believe they're going to regret, is waiting until after the election before they go house shopping or get something under contract. I think all the activity as far as the market being moving, as far as interest rates, is going to happen pre-election. And I say that because we saw rates go down already a whole point. And inflation right now is right near the Fed's target number. So by the time the election comes around in a month, we're gonna all the activity would have happened right now. Will the increase in demand affect appreciation for current homeowners the way it's been in the last couple of years? What do you say, Ambernique? Will the increase in demand affect appreciation for current homeowners?
So I had a client texting me about an offer. 1 second.
Uh-oh, making money? I can take you off the stream. Go ahead.
Trying to, but no, I was listening, but I wasn't listening. So what was said prior to?
So David had a question, and it was like, well, how would it affect appreciation? And the whole question is, will the increase in demand affect appreciation for current homeowners?
But what did you say prior to? I missed a couple blocks.
Don't worry about all that.
Okay. No, tell I'm listening. Look, I'm turning my phone over. What happened?
No, don't turn it over. No, I was going over an article. I was going over this article talking
Oh,
about it was showings in August were down
mhm,
23%, and I thought that was quite odd. And I believe that it could be because a lot of people are waiting, things that I'm hearing, right? Waiting until after the election. And I think it was just premature or just very short sighted of them to wait to do something, because this is not like the last 4 years have not been typical. This is not like the typical election cycle season. Um, so we already seen rates come down a whole point, over
mhm.
a point. So I think you should act now than later, because by the time the election comes around, I think we would have settled into a nice spot where it'd be what, high fives, right around the high fives at that point.
So, question: was that showings on? Did it specify new construction or resale, or is it just a mixture?
Let's see. It just says it doesn't say. It doesn't say, but it does say, man, I am good. So forget your Bessemer City and Gaston County. Crystal, I'm talking to you too. It says buyer interest was strongest this month in Matthews, where listings average 5.2 showings per listing, followed by Kannapolis
You
and
hear it?
Waxhaw.
You said this month. So this month, to go back to the question from David, um you talking about this month, but also in regards to, I see a lot of people talking about, I just had this conversation, resale, about the appointments and scheduling and things like that. Why go resale and pay the resale price, and you can get new construction and get the deals? So that's why I really wanted to know in depth, are they considering resales or new construction? Because I feel a lot of people are wanting to go that new construction route based on interest rates, incentives, where resale can't compare.
No, for buyers, no. But I believe, David, the increase in demand will cause home prices to appreciate. Because I mean, more demand on a very fixed number of units is going to cause prices to go up. And I helped David find his house, the house he's in right now, and I know what's happening in that area. Tri Point Homes right around the corner. You have a couple other new communities, and that all of those things are upping your resale. I mean your appreciation.
Yeah, and also we've had in our area good appreciation year over year.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why when people say, they're waiting on 2008 to happen, I just kind of chuckle.
I don't even chuckle anymore. I feel sorry for him, because it just means like they've been misinformed. And what what really gets me is they've listened to they just got bad advice. They got bad advice. And now they are stuck in that mindset, thinking that it's going to happen, it's going to repeat. And as we've seen, there was videos out last summer talking about builders pricing crash, or new construction pricing crash 30% or more. And that has not been the case. Nationally, prices have gone up, and you see it mentioned what, 3 to 4 metros where prices have come down recently. But if you look at even in the Charlotte area, you'll see that prices will start to come down around this time, because it does that every single year. But when you look at the end of the year, you'll see that prices are still up year over year. So that's why I say, if you're a buyer, you want to buy now, because prices, you can get a deal, prices coming down, and take advantage of low interest rates. Because when the year turns, everybody and their mother goes out shopping, thus raising up the price.
Yeah. And
So
then
it's just one of those
also
things.
to speak to the fact that, you know, the market is really good. I just literally got another pre-approval just a minute ago. So like people are taking advantage of the market. Don't be fooled by what you see on the news. Tap into your local market.
That pre-approval doesn't count for the challenge. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm
Oh,
joking.
nice.
So, with that said, we were having a back and forth a couple weeks ago about you're talking about Bessemer City and Gaston County, and I said a nice place is Cabarrus and Kannapolis. I believe that's overlooked, but I say it
That's
was
what.
overlooked. However, there's a lot of showings taking place in Kannapolis, so I love that. And Waxhaw is to be expected. Waxhaw is a highly desirable suburb with excellent schools. In my opinion, the second best school district in the Greater Charlotte region. The first being York County, Fort Mill, TK. Now
Yeah.
I am biased, but
But Matthews and Kannapolis, I feel like people already know about those areas. They're on
yeah.
their radar. So what I was saying about Gaston County, people are sleeping on it. They say that, there's nothing there, which is not true. There are some things there. There's not as much as Charlotte, which is to be expected, but
Yeah.
over the next few years, it's going to continue to grow. That's what I'm saying. That's the next up and coming area. Cabarrus County has already arrived.
It has, and to an extent, I'll give it to you. So to an extent, it has arrived, but there's still good deals to be found there.
It's good deals, but it,
I mean, it's not as many deals as the Bessemer cities, the Stanleys of the world.
yeah.
Um, yeah, you can get excellent deals in those areas.
Oh, have you been to Webb Custom Kitchen?
Custom kitchen, no.
Webb. So that's what I have been hunting down gyms in Gaston County.
She's
What?
just been looking for places to.
Oh, that's
She said hunting
Crystal.
down. She's been getting people to take her out on dates. She says hunting down. I got
Oh,
you. Okay.
I think Crystal's been there. Listen, it is so nice. Like seriously. So I'm gonna go around vlogging like hidden gems in Gaston County because people think that, and I thought that too. Nothing was there, but there are things there. So like that's really it's
So, Krista, you knew about this, but you're holding out. All right.
So we do have places. Mm. Don't come out there on no date. I'm gonna tell them. Don't let them in.
I know I don't know anything. I am ignorant when it comes to web custom kitchen. I'm gonna have to.
It
Can't be
is.
tomorrow. It can be this week. I can make a stop this
Oh,
week.
you want to take me?
Uh, do you get the Ambernick discount?
What discount? I don't know anybody there yet.
Oh, okay. Crystal got a discount.
But no, I took some clients out to brunch Saturday.
What did you get?
We went to Eggs Up Girl.
Okay.
I'm
I was
from
I was
Charlotte.
waiting for you to say like
So
some seafood or something like that. That's what I
I
was
got
waiting.
I got shrimp and grits.
Ah, there you go. There you go. All right, where did we go recently? Eddie V's. Went to Eddie V's last week.
So
Um,
typical.
I mean, seafood and all that. We got to take advantage of it. It was nice. It was nice.
And again, you didn't invite me to ADVs, but that's okay.
I was not in charge of that one.
Yeah. Have you seen Seagrow CLT? It is like I can't wait to go there. I feel like you
Mm-mm.
need to get dressed, look cute, go to Seagrow.
No, no. Any other questions? Actually, in the chat, if you're in this area, Crystal, if you have any other suggestions, name some gyms in the area that only locals would know. That only locals would know. Uh,
Mm.
me, I would have to say the gym that I love that I can like everybody knows my name in there is Tiga K Deli.
Never been there.
Yeah,
Never.
TK Deli. It's only open from 7 a.m. to like 2 p.m. And that's probably why you've never been because you got to get to the office early to be able to go.
Does your trainer know you've been there?
Is what? Oh,
Your
don't
trainer
do that. Don't do that.
sounds like Brad is involved. Crystal, have you been to Honeycomb Cafe, Belmont, downtown Belmont? Super cute.
Now I've been there. I've been there. I like that place. Now, I mean, I can't say it's nothing like really stood out regarding the menu, like the vibe and everything was nice. I did like that. I did like that.
Your food is seasoned. It's seasoned. Very much so seasoned.
I'm trying to think, what did I have there? I don't even know if I ate.
I had a crab cake.
Okay. Now, so you have honeycomb, but then there's like that whole strip right there is nice little,
Hmm.
nice. I like it. I like it.
And then there's the Jonas Brothers, grandmother's restaurant, Nettie's.
Hmm. Okay,
So,
you're making yourself a nice little regular in Gaston County. I see.
yes, just call me the queen of Gaston County.
Hold on. Belmont Steakhouses.
Crystal, text me. Text me the name.
Yeah, you need Crystal on this live stream.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I can't think of anything else. I touched on everything I want to touch on. Any questions you all have out there? We love to talk about it. I think we just need to do a live stream talking about hidden gems in the Charlotte region, like that's overlooked, that only locals know about. And even this is an idea on location. On location, I don't know if they want to see me eat. We can try to work it out. We can try to work it out. Because I know there's several restaurants that would love to like ask me to like, hey, can you do something here? Can you do something here? Can you spotlight it? Um,
Now you trying to be an influencer?
I mean, you are an influencer. I am an influencer. All of us are influencers,
I don't
right?
even like social media, so I do not consider myself an influencer.
She says she doesn't like social media. However, she's over here vlogging and everything like that. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Coming out, stepping out of your comfort zone.
Yes, yeah. Now all I have to do is figure out how to shoot a house.
So if anybody, she has a channel. Please go look at her channel. She has about 9 subscribers right now. She needs to be a, my goal is to have her up to like,
Like that.
it's my job to pay attention to my team and everything like that, right? So we want to make sure she gets to 100 by the end of October. So what is your YouTube channel's name?
So for one, it's Ambernique Bradley, Lux Carolina Living blog.
Okay. So we want to make sure go find her, drop it in the chat if you have a link to it. Ambernique, find her, check her out, and bear with her. I've tried several times to teach her how to film a house. Um, she needs to
But
keep the camera like right in the middle, right here, because she likes to film the ceiling.
so understand this, right? Yeah, I'm 5'10". I'm not like 5'5" like other people. So I'm
Here you go.
supposed to be here, but in actuality, I just need to come down here
Oh, Jesus,
and
Jesus.
be center. I'm center with me, but yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it together.
No, you're gonna get it together. You're gonna get it together. But yeah, no, follow her, subscribe. Um, she's going to be dropping gems regarding the Gastonia area, Gaston County, and reach out to us. We have tons of new construction properties and communities that we'll love to share with you, and even ones again that I'm personally selling, that my team is personally selling, and we can get you an amazing price and represent you. Like we're listing the property, but we will be representing you. If that makes any sense, meaning we'll be looking out for your interest, not the builder. We're not employed by the builder. We'll be looking out for your best interest and making sure you get as many incentives, inclusions, what blinds, stuff like that, as well as the lower reduced interest rate. Any final words, Ambernique?
No, I hope to see some of you on the 5th. And if you know anybody who's looking to buy a home, have a home to sell to buy, invite them out. We're going to put the flyer out for our home before the holidays
Home
home buying seminar
yes.
on
Um,
10/26.
10/26, home for the holidays. You want to get something
Home
locked in.
before the
You
holidays.
home for the holidays. But actually, I want to get you in before definitely before Christmas. Um, and we just come prepared to be educated, but you can get pre-approved right on the spot. And we'll again, as Ambernique said, we have several builders, and you'll be able to see what they have to offer and the different incentives they're offering at that time. And I'm going to I haven't
Y'all know
put
I'm
this
a
out
blow. So my thing, if I'm bringing you a certain amount of people, you're going to give me crazy deals.
That's what I was gonna say. I haven't put it out there. I haven't told the builders this yet. But again, they like to leverage us, so let's leverage them and make sure that the attendees get some special treatment, whether it be pricing or different incentives to partake in this. Because we're opening up our arms for them to come in and be in front of you all.
Yeah. And I was thinking if we get at least 20 people, we set up like just a caravan a day we can take them out on a tour.
Yeah. So we will have the registration link and all that in there. So we have to plan that, Ambernique, because one, I don't have a car right now. Two, actually, I do have a car, just not the same car that I had.
Your
Um,
your car before can fit 20 people. We have to get a shuttle.
they can ride your car
20 people?
between. I mean, we got between
For one, that's
between.
ghetto. We're gonna do a bus tour. That's ghetto. I'm sorry.
We're gonna Ambernique bus tour.
Let's get it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So no, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Please pray for the people in Buncombe County, Asheville, and those impacted uh, by the hurricane. It looks bleak right now, but we understand that joy will come in the morning. We just need to help them rebuild and be there to support, and just pray for them. And I can't think of anything else right now.
No, good night. I'm excited. I can't wait. You guys come out Saturday.
Come on, Saturday. You will not see Ambernique drunk, but have a drink with Ambernique.
I don't drink anymore.
You don't drink it? Oh, we're gonna go. Remember, she said she wasn't going out. I saw her out like was it last Friday? 2 Fridays ago?
Where? Where? Hold on. Where you see me at?
Oh,
Where
you
did you?
weren't there. You were sick. You were sick.
So see, I didn't go there. I have been dating cash. I've been out on dates, but I have not went to a club. No, mm-mm. I'm
Okay.
sticking to it. I'm
All
sticking to
right.
it.
I'm with it. I'm with it. Well, congratulations on dating. I'm gonna pray for the gentleman.
Yeah, I'm dating until I find my ball player. On that note, if y'all
Bye.
know any ball players, let me know.
I'll see y'all later. Bye.